Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. Well, with me is Molly Tilden. She's here to talk about the Wildlife Protection Club fundraiser. Did I get that right?
You did, yes.
Okay.
Good job.
So before we talk about the fundraiser, tell me about the club itself.
Okay, so the club was started maybe 5 years ago by someone named Sasha, who I think you know.
Oh, Sasha started it?
Yeah, this was Sasha's club originally, and she started this club to raise awareness for endangered species, which are not like the most popular endangered species. So everyone knows about like pandas and elephants, but like what about the species right here in the Fraser Valley that are like maybe a little bit overlooked, like the Oregon forest snail? Or the western toad, like species that people don't necessarily know about or understand why they're important. And the club's focus is essentially raising awareness as well as fundraising for organizations that do work with these organisms already. And so we're kind of like in a supportive role, and also just attracting students that have a passion for wildlife and have a passion for nature, and kind of bringing people together as like a social aspect as well.
Oh, okay. Okay, but how did you personally find out about it?
When I started at U of V, I just love wildlife, so I was specifically looking for a club that had like a nature kind of focus. And I joined a few different clubs, and then this is the one that kind of stuck with me just because I liked how they really focused on wildlife. And I started as the vice president for well, actually no, I started as the secretary and then the vice president, and then I became the president last semester in the winter.
So do you concern about yourself about like during the times of forest fires, like what happens to the creatures that live in the forest?
Yeah, definitely. Like forest fires, climate change, just in general, is like a big concern, and just the changing habitat. And then also in the valley, the Fraser Valley, one of the biggest concerns is just the development.
I was going to say that humanity is the most invasive creature on the planet.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. And this area is just a really big biodiversity hotspot because it's such a warm climate. There's so many things that live here that don't live anywhere else in Canada. And we also have some, because it's so nice to live here, there's so many people and there's so much development, and there's just less and less habitat. So organizations that we support, like the Fraser Valley Conservancy and like the Wild Salmon Defenders Alliance, like they're kind of the forefront of trying to protect what still remains here in the valley.
Are you aware about the toads up in Ryder Lake?
Yes. So the organization that the fundraiser is for is the Fraser Valley Conservancy. And I worked for them a couple of summers ago, and we built like that toad fence. And there's a tunnel that goes under the road, and they try and funnel the toads under the road so they don't get hit by the cars. Because there is quite a bit of traffic going along that road now, especially with Elk Mountain becoming a really popular hike. So that's one of like my favorite projects, and I love going by that fence. I'm always like so happy whenever I see it, like, oh, those toads.
I'm happy to hear about it because I used to live up in Ryder Lake, before that protection was put in place, right? And you cannot avoid.
No.
It was so sad that be driving over this little tiny little toads. And you can't shoot them off the road. There's so many of them.
They're really slow too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about the fundraiser. Okay. So first of all, what is the date?
Okay, so there's going to be an online auction from the 17th to the 23rd, where all the art will be on an online platform where people can bid.
The 17th of this month?
September.
Okay.
Sorry, September 17th to September 23rd. And then on the 23rd from 4 till 7 p.m., there's going to be a in-person showcase at the U of V campus, building F, also known as University House Conference Center. And we're going to have all the art on display, and people can come in. We're going to have the Fraser Valley Conservancy there. We're going to have refreshments, and we're going to have live music. It's going to be super fun. People can come, they can bid, or they can just enjoy and view the art. Right.
So what kind of response have you had so far?
It's been in terms of like the artists, or
yes, well, either anything.
It's been good. We are looking for more art donations for sure. I found like the most luck has been connecting with people in person. So like going to farmers markets, going to like the better art event that they have in the park, and like just talking to people, because over social media, a lot of people have been interested and they have said that they would like to donate, but then I'm not sure if they actually are going to.
Right.
So I think, although a few people have, we're still looking to fill the room up. So any interested artists that want a good cause, willing to donate. That's sort of where we're at now in the planning process, is just still trying to do the call to artists as much as possible.
So are you looking for a specific kind of art?
It has to be nature or wildlife themed, but that's pretty broad. Like it can be any kind of like naturescape, flowers, any kind of wildlife, and it doesn't have to be wildlife from the Fraser Valley. It can be wildlife of any kind, and it's essentially we're trying to also have kind of an appreciation event for why do people like to paint nature and animals. Like, what is it about their intrinsic value that inspires us to make art about them? So artists of any skill level is welcome. Like children's art is welcome, amateur artists, all the way up till professional artists as well.
Okay, very good. I was going to ask a question, and I just forgot what it is. Oh, no, I know. Now, so how could people get a hold of you, or how do they know where to, who did they contact if they're interested in donating?
Yeah. So we have an email, which maybe you can put a link on this video. It's the UFV Wildlife Protection Club at gmail.com.
Okay.
And that is where we have, like, if anyone sends an email of interest, we will then send you the submission form as well as all the event details. We also have a Facebook page and an event, and that's UFV's Wildlife Protection Club on Facebook. We also have UFV Wildlife Protection Club on Instagram, and we post all the information on the different social media platforms. But the email is probably the most direct way to get the submission form and all the information.
Okay, so as well as, getting people to donate, you also, hopefully they will bid, right? You said you're going to have an online auction.
Yeah. Yes, so that's the other thing. If you're not an artist, but you still want to help out, we will be sharing that online platform very broadly across all the different social media platforms, and we'll be posting it on like the Facebook pages like Living in Chilliwack, Good Life in Chilliwack, and different pages, just trying to access different people, and then also spreading the word. We're hoping that the artists will tell their family and friends, and that our club members as well will like share with their family and friends.
Right. Oh yeah. So like if I donate, I can say to everybody, hey, I've donated, go bid on my work.
Exactly.
That would be cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. So again, I will get all that information from you. Like I know that Facebook is an easy one, but I'll get your email when we finish this, and I'll include it for everybody. So if you want to donate one of your works of art, and I hope you do, it would be very much appreciated. Or if you want to bid on somebody else's work, you can donate and bid. There you go. That's like a win-win for everybody.
Totally.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Molly, for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
For sure. For sure. So thank you, everybody. It's always good to help out. And if you're looking for, this is maybe not a big cause. And when you think about certain events, but it's certainly a worthwhile one. And these are the ones that need, I think, sometimes the most, because they don't get that kind of airtime usually. So get out there and contact. Again, I'll provide the information. I know what I'm saying. Anyway, take care, everybody. Thank you for watching the show, and peace out.
A sense of community, Chilliwack's a place to be. A sense of community where you're free. Rolling through the mountains, rolling through the valley, rolling through paradise with me. It's multicultural, you're sure to see it all. Chilliwack's the place to be, you'll see. Come party in the park, go dancing after dark. Chilliwack's the place to be, you'll see.